We have this beautiful skull now. Some people have asked why we wouldn't want goats to have horns, and there are many reasons. Number one, they are just weapons that can injure. They can injure each other, they can injure people, they can injure other animals. That's part of their usefulness, is as a weapon, but that can also cause problems. I always tell people that they need to think about the fact that a goat holding its head right here, standing next to a child, all it takes is the child making one wrong move or the goat making one wrong move, and that tip of the horn can go right into a child's eye. I do not want to be responsible for a child being blind for the rest of their life because I let them near my goats with horns. Other people will disagree with me very strongly, and I am okay with them disagreeing. I am just saying that it doesn't matter what their opinion is as far as what I choose to do with my goats. I choose to have polled goats because I choose not to take that risk with horns. Not a big deal. The other thing that people don't think about when talking about goat horns is when you have really sweet goats, it's not a problem as far as you and horns most of the time. If you have a goat that's really sweet, they don't use the horns against you. If you have a goat that is cognizant of where their body is in space in relation to you, it's not a problem. There are many goats, though, that really don't pay attention to where their body is, and those are the goats that can accidentally just conk you right in the head. If you bend over or something and they pick their head up quickly, you'll get a horn to the head. I actually have gotten this part of the horn to my jawbone because a goat picked up their head while I was leaning down, and that was not pleasant at all. So those things can happen. But if you have a nasty goat, that's when you have some serious problems, because if they want to, they will sometimes use their horns to hook your wrist right in between there, and it becomes pretty snug in there. And then they'll twist their head and they can actually break your wrist. A sweet goat would only do that by accident, but a nasty goat that doesn't want you touching them, doesn't want you in their space, they would do that intentionally. So that's a main reason that I don't want horns on goats. I don't want to take risks on my head, and I don't want to take risks on my wrists. Also, we don't want goats that will hurt each other worse than not. And goats will sometimes do that if they don't like each other. They'll get a leg caught in there. They'll intentionally hook another goat's leg and twist and try to break the other one's leg. I don't want to have to deal with those things. And I don't have to because I can just get pulled goats. That's the choice that I'm making. I think everybody should make that choice personally. But I understand that there are some people that are really, really enthusiastic about horns. They get to make that decision for their goats. I get to make this one for mine.